So, UADPP ask if I could make a top 5 useless cars videos, which I assume he means top 5 useless vehicles, so why not? Also, if you have any further suggestion of the future content, do leave a comment down below in the comment section, because I read all your comments. But without further ado, let's get started. There are so many vehicles that Rockstar has released since day one, but not every vehicles are useful. While some may be useful but cheap, some could be useful and expensive. Some could be useless but fun. But since making money has been super easy thanks to Kayo Heist, things that cost $1 million could consider cheap these days. But trust me, there will always be vehicles that are not only absolutely useless, but they are also not fun to mess around with friends, and some are downright expensive and turn out to be awful in every single way. And today we will be looking at top 5 of my useless vehicle, starting with on number 5 today we have the RZV, or Power Gaming would call it really crap vehicle. This vehicle is hopelessly useless and weak when it comes to armor. Can't even protect the driver nor withstand one RPG. And the only weapon on board is basically a water gun. At least because it is a water gun, and at least it is fun to mess around with friends, and that's why the RZV is on today's number 5. On number 4 today we have the Argonauts, the giant aircraft that you have to steal if you choose the Argonauts as your approach vehicle on the Kayo Heist. But other than that, these aircraft serve absolutely no purpose, but if you want to, you can use it as a bomber. But bear in mind that these aircraft cannot even withstand one RPG, and because it is so slow, basically the Argonauts is just a giant shoot me here in the sky. And because it is still a bomber, that is why Argonauts is on today's number 4. On number 3 today we have the TAIPAN, an absolute overpriced supercar that will not win you any race. Not only this TAIPAN is ugly, but the handling is awful. And normally I like supercars, but this supercar is just awful in every single way. And because it costs almost $2 million, that is why the TAIPAN is on today's number 3. On today's number 2 we have the tug, or basically this is just a tugboat, and this tugboat is an absolute waste of money. With the asking price, you get a boat that once again serves absolutely no purpose, with no armor available, no weapon on board. The only thing I can think of is mess around with your friends whom could have better things to do rather than spending time with you on this tugboat. And did I mention that this boat is so slow that it is actually a sitting duck to almost every other weaponized vehicle? And that is why the tug is on today's number 2. And of course, number 1 today we have the Brigade. This Brigade is possibly the vehicle that I do not understand why one should buy in the first place. Yes, the Brigade is fast, but then so are so many armored vehicles that is also fast. Not only that, the Brigade can even withstand one RPG, and on top of that, if you want to use the Brigade as a getaway vehicle, be prepared to throw your controller to the wall. These briquettes always want to roll over even when you just went over some tiny little rocks. And the handling on this briquette is also absolutely trash. Yes, you can push vehicles away, but that is more likely you crash into the NPC vehicles, because like I said before, the handling of this giant rubbish is absolute trash. And because how weak this briquette is, and because how terrible the handling of this briquette is, and because how pointless this briquette is, that is why this briquette is on today's number 1. But let's face it, I'm sure that you will all agree that there will be lots and lots of useless vehicles out there that are either useless, terrible in every single way, and pointless. But these lot are just my personal opinion of my personal top 5 most useless vehicle in 2021. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. I read all your comments, and as always, thank you so much for watching.